Hi everybody, it's us, Kelly and Una. This is day 7 of my 30-day video blogging challenge. And I thought today I'd talk a little bit about finding your voice as a teacher. You might find that you come out of teacher training with all of this information and you feel in the same moment both totally unprepared, totally unqualified for this great honor of teaching yoga, and then at the same time you feel like, oh my gosh, I just have so much information on every single posture, on every single aspect of this practice. Where do I even begin to break that down into class, into a 75 or 90-minute class, or much less an hour class? Hi. Mwah. And I know that feeling. I mean, I feel like every single teacher who's ever taught has been there. And the thing that I can share after teaching for 6 years is that, like your practice, your teaching will have these peaks and valleys just with respect to your sort of how much you're talking in the class and how much you're sort of getting into the minutia of the various postures and how much you're talking only or mostly about philosophy. And I mean, I guess the most important thing is that you just speak from your own voice. You speak from your practice. And so it's important to have your own practice where you maybe don't even have any sort of roadmap of where you're going to go. Yeah, we'll get you some more in a second. Jeez. But you just have some space and time, and you're not even worried about, or not even thinking like, oh, this is my practice that I need to do to keep my teaching fresh or my teaching authentic. Just practice for you. And along those lines, I think it's awesome to have a couple of teachers who you teach with, or you practice with, and that are your teachers, but for you to stay you, to tell your stories, to talk about how the pose feels for you. I'm constantly embarrassing myself in my classes just by talking about what is going on in my head when I'm trying certain things. Or like the approach I use to begin something, or what I'm struggling with. That's, most of the classes that I teach are like, oh, I really messed up in this situation. And here's a sutra that maybe I should have been thinking about instead. And that's fine. I mean, you're going to reach who you need to reach. Sure, I know that I don't resonate with everybody, and that's fine. Isn't she so cute? Another thing that I think is really helpful is to have a notebook where you keep your teaching, where you write down what your inspiration is for a particular class, sort of a rough roadmap, and some, of your apex postures. Not necessarily that you'll always follow that or that you'll do it exactly to the letter, but it's good to sort of think things ahead of time on, a physical level, an energetic level, and then afterwards you can take note what worked, what didn't work, who showed up for this and how did it work for them. Sweetheart, will you sit up, please? That looks dangerous. Will you sit up, please? Thank you. Thank you, Doodlebug. I did that. Ooh. I mean, I still keep the notebook, but I don't necessarily take notes after every single class unless something like really either was awesome or was, Una, please sit up. That's very dangerous. Stop doing that right now. And then, let's see, what else can I say on this? I mean, you have to trust in your voice and that is always evolving. And you might, Una Cassini, Sunrose. I'm almost done. Come up here with me. That looked very dangerous. And that things will evolve, and you might even hear a recording of yourself, something you said 2 years ago, and you might think, wow, I was really thinking that? And that's okay. That's life. That's every single one of your students. That's the practice. Yeah. You're not ever going to be in the same spot twice. Honey, that is very dangerous. Okay, I'm going to take you down the stairs and you can go find Papa. There you go. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. And with that, duty calls. Just be you. Namaste.